If you use SNAP benefits here, no more fatty foods for you.
Nope.
No more Reese's Pieces.
Just broccoli and rotisserie chicken.
You don't even get rotisserie either. You don't even get the good kind where that's got the skin on the outside and it's got that nice. Nope, you just get a plain old boiled chicken out of a can. Oh, and the other thing to show you people, we're going to yell at you when you use your card. Shame! Like we used to do in the old days. My mom used to go up there. She had the actual stamps and stuff you had to take out. It was like, no. Now it's a card. So be prepared, Tennessee. So you can get some cooked meals.
Yeah, you can get rotisserie chicken.
That is okay. I like that rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I like it too.
That stuff's good. So there you go. And broccoli. Don't get broccoli.
Can you get a slab of ribs?
Well, I don't.
Ooh, that'd be something.
Like Kroger makes?
Yeah, I don't. That's not a bad. I guess you could. I mean, it's protein, right? So I wouldn't see. Well, it's got sugar in it.
Well, yeah. Well,
I'll get it with no sauce.
It says sugary items where sugar is the main ingredient. You cannot get.
So,
which, I guess like cookies and cupcakes, cakes.
Candy bars.
You know what we're going to find out now? Man, eating healthy's expensive.
Yeah.
There's a reason that.
It is, man.
Some of that stuff is so expensive. That's why I don't eat fruits and vegetables.
The processed crap is so much cheaper, and that's why, you have an obesity epidemic among poor people, is that all they can really afford is the garbage.
Yeah, because, you can get this for 99 cents, or it's $3 for this. Well, you've got a limited budget. You got to feed a whole bunch of people. Macaroni and cheese is cheaper than buying, chicken breast and all these kind. It just is. And macaroni and cheese is so good. Kraft, though. Got to be Kraft. Got to be Kraft. I don't think there's any.
It's probably going to be the powder, the cheese powder.
Yeah, something in its magic. I don't know what it is. Although has Maha taken it out, so now it's just naked macaroni and cheese. So now it's just noodles. Kraft noodles. Yeah. That's not fun. I don't want that. They're showing pictures. There's 19,000 photos of Epstein and all of his people. And there's a lot, too. I mean, take away the Trump thing. Yeah, Trump's in some of these. We know how old they are. We don't have, none of them are new because they're photos. I mean, who has photos? When's the last time you took a picture on a camera, took your film in and got it developed and had a photo?
2006. No, 2004.
Really? What was that? That's very specific.
Well, it's when I was doing meet and greets and stuff with, radio stations with artists.
Yeah. What, did you have a Polaroid?
No, I just to get those little disposable cameras.
Oh, that's cool.
My wife and I have a box of those we've never developed.
Yeah, because you can't find a photomat?
And I'm scared to death to develop them. They're all from the 90s.
Yeah, you can't. And in today's world, woo, you thought it was fine, and legally it was, but in today's world, you could go to jail. I can't even remember the last time I think like you, I had a couple of those disposable ones. I don't even know where they are, but I can't remember the last time I even have seen a thing of film. Do they still have those at like Walgreens and CVS where you can go drop film off? That poor guy, he's just cobwebs.
CVS definitely has.
I need to do that. With these cameras, man.
Wonder what's on there.
Oh, just things.
Incriminating evidence.
Just stuff.
You might want to burn some. But that's why these things, I mean, these are just pictures. So, and they're pictures. The funny thing is they're pictures of the pictures. So they're, like somebody's taken a picture of that picture and put it out there. Because
why do they not just digitize them and pass them out that way?
That's a good question.
I like how they just slow walk them out there. Just every now and then we get another batch.
Yeah. So there's supposedly 19,000 in this batch. So you know what that means. Get ready for it.
So the Democrats plan to bring down prices. We're going to show more Epstein pictures.
That's right. And we're going to fix the Affordable Care Act. Look at this. This is Donald Trump with Epstein in 1984. Do you know what they were doing? No. No.
They were partying, but Trump doesn't drink.
Is your premiums cheaper? Are they? Are they cheaper? No. Damn. All right, try another one. This is Epstein, and he is with Trump, and they seem to be at a restaurant, and there are some women there. I mean, they're adults. They're adult women, and we've blacked out their faces. How about now? Try that. Is it cheaper? Damn.
I'll go get some bread and eggs.
Yeah.
And then, let us invade Venezuela, and all the prices will go down.
That's the Republicans' version of it. We need to stop it. We found out today that Venezuela has weapons of mass destruction. It's pretty big.
They've got mass weapons.
Big. They're bigger than normal, too. They're the biggest ever been pointed at us. So big. Never been huger.
We got to invade before they give them to Bolivia.
That's right. Who, of course, we're invading after we go after Colombia. So be prepared.
Can we get a schedule of these countries falling?
Yeah, this is going to be... Yeah, I know. Who's next?
Well, isn't it Colombia?
Yeah, Colombia.
Is Colombia next to Venezuela?
Yes, right next door.
All right, so
and there's a portion of Colombia and Venezuela they kind of share where he allows FARC, which is their far leftist group that basically funds their war. That's an ongoing war forever against whatever government's in power at that time.
Gotcha.
And they are really big in the cocaine world. But big in the sense, but it's nothing compared to what like Pablo Escobar was.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's nothing like that. The Medellin cartel, you know, it's nothing like what Sinaloa and all these guys are. Is
the Medellin still, are they still
I don't know who the big cartel is. That's a good idea. Who's the big cartel in Colombia besides the CIA? I
remember they were on the news all the time.
All the time. So the Cali cartel and the Medellin cartel, there's not really. No, they're pretty much all gone. They've got new cartels, but there's nothing right now that's just. They don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that person. Man, they killed so many people.
Medellin?
Yeah. Just the amount of people he killed. The amount of people that Pablo Escobar killed that were running for president, Congress, mayor. Remember, he got himself elected to Congress.
Man.
Then he killed that soccer player. I was there. I was.
Oh, that must have not gone over well.
So it was the World Cup, Colombia of 94. Andres Escobar was his name. It was the U.S. versus Colombia. It's at the Rose Bowl. And he scored an own goal against his own team. And they were the favorites to one of the favorites to go far in the World Cup. And they were eliminated in the first round. And I turned to my buddy Kenny because we were like on the line. You could see he tipped it in his own goal. It was like, and I turned to him and I said, that guy's dead. And before the World Cup was over, Colombia returned home and he was killed the next Saturday.
Wow.
So there's a great 30 for 30 called The Two Escobars. And yeah, so it was, don't mess with Pablo. And then eventually we got him. And that's kind of what they're saying Maduro's like right now. He's not sleeping in the same place twice. He's only got his close people around him. And that may not be true. Who knows? Well, the CIA, because remember Trump said we're going to send the CIA in, and the CIA is like, stop telling them what we're going to do.
Yeah, they're probably already there.
Yes, of course, because they got all the drugs. The CIA does love their drugs. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Maybe in the past, they've done some stuff. I'm just saying. Maybe in the past they have. Yesterday, they tried 2 bills for health care. Well, they were going to try 3, but they rolled that one out today, which was showing the pictures of Trump and and our good friend Epstein. And that didn't work, right, guys? Oh, geez. So both of them died. And next week, Mike Johnson Trump seems to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should listen. Maybe we should just extend this thing for a year and see if we can come up with something. Mike doesn't seem to be serious about that. I think Mike wants this thing to just die on its own. But what does that look like?
All these folks are going to go back home, and you're going to have to look voters in the eye and say we've done nothing while their premiums are going up like $2,000 a month. It's not going to happen. The reality is going to hit here. To me, it's just basic reality. We need a short-term extension, and then let's talk about some deeper reforms.
The speaker seems dead set against this, though.
Because what he's hearing from a lot of folks, hey, we didn't vote for ACA, we didn't vote for the IRA, this is a Democrat problem, but we're in charge.
How bad do you think this will be for Republicans if you do not extend these subsidies?
I think it will be used like a sledgehammer on us a year from now. The reality will be bad.
Yeah, the reality is going to be bad.
It'll be used like Venezuelan WMDs.
It's going to be bad. You know what's sad is nobody has a plan. I mean, I'm sorry, Republicans. You've lied to us for years. You have zero plans to fix this. They voted on it, December of 2011, the thing got through. And since the day after, you've been talking about repealing with the Supreme Court. That didn't work. And then the next thing you know, you thought you had the votes you did with McCain. But before that, you did how many show votes? And people would ask you, what's your plan? And your plan can't be don't get sick. That's not a good plan. It's not, and it's not going to work. It's not. If we're serious about this, the first thing we have to do is if we're serious about it, we have to actually, and it's going to be tough for politicians to do, admit that there's a little too much money in the lobbying world, which they'll never do. And that the lobbyists have way too much sway. Do you think they'll ever do that? Hell no. This administration never will. There can never be too much money. The trough overfloweth. So how do you fix it? Again, they don't want to fix it fully. They don't want to fix, they're not worried about whether or not your care is good. They're not worried about whether or not there is a big deductible. You know what they're really worried about? The premium. The premium is the thing. It's like gas. When gas goes through the roof, we see that every day because we're driving. We drive by gas stations and we see it. And you're like, oh, wow. It's the same thing. The premium, it comes out every month. So if your premium goes from $400 to $1,100 or $1,200 and you don't have that premium because you're just not going to pay it. Well, it's like when you go buy a car, right? You don't care how long the loan is. You want that car. What's your car? Can you get it under $300? Can you get it under $250? Okay, good. $250 for 900 years. But all you care about's the payment. Because that's Trump's a 52-year loan.
And when you die, you'll only owe 5 years left on your house.
Right? And your kids have to pay it.
Your kids have to pay off your 1974 Pinto. Phenomenal car, by the way. People care about that payment.
Imagine the interest on a 52-year loan. You'll pay 4 times what that place was worth, maybe more.
Yeah, I was going to say at least 4 times.
Well, they're talking about, so you buy a $400,000 house, and we're like, a 50-year loan, you'll owe $1.4 million. It's like, who came up with this? The bank?
Oh, it's like when the saw that idea and we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when the Bears come up with the idea of like, all right, so if they try to run away, right down here, tell them to lay down. We don't like things that lay down. Oh, geez. Coming up, little Finally Friday sounds. Chad Benson Show, 7 Talk, 99.7. Oh, are you, Nick? Have you ever made lunch with your crotch?
Was that Nick freaking Cage?
No, that's Nick Fuentes.
Oh, that dude.
Do you know there's a rumor out there, a conspiracy? because we're going to start breaking down conspiracies next week. But one of them, do you know there's a conspiracy that Nick Cage is immortal?
Yeah, of course. But who wouldn't believe that?
That's awesome.
There's,
I hope so.
well, birds aren't real, so
Nicolas Cage, man.
he is immortal. He always will. He'll live on
is.
forever. He'll live on forever.
Man.
Let's take a look at what his latest movie
What is this? I still need to see that movie.
Oh,
That
Willy's
Western.
Wonderland.
What was that Western that he was doing with Steven Dorfer? I've got to see that.
Oh, that was God, that was good.
Because I like that Dorfer
Yeah, see,
actor,
that
man.
guy's
He's
good.
pretty good.
Nick Cage. Let's take a look at some of his new movies coming out.
Nick freaking
Cage. The greatest of all is Nick Cage. Yeah. He does have a, you know what's funny? You go to most stars, even good actors, you go to their IMDb and you look and you're like, they've got 42 pictures and movies and commercials. You go to his, it's like 14,000.
Wow.
Okay, so he's Gunslingers, Long Legs, The Surfer, but the new one coming out is The Carpenter's Son.
The Carpenter's Son. Is that going to be about Jesus?
It's about Jesus, but it's also a horror movie because he's Nick Cage.
My gosh.
So the Gunslinger one, I don't think, The Old Way, that's the one you want to watch. That's the one where he was the gunslinger. And Steven Dorff's in it.
Steven Dorff. Yeah, Steven Dorff.
Yeah, so he's just awesome. Arcadia's good too. You should see that. The Surfer. It's crazy. It's amazing. You go look. It's like, dude, when do you have time to do anything? All you do is work.
Don't watch the one where he's a buffalo hunter.
No.
Just don't. It was terrible.
Did you ever see Prisoners of the Ghostland?
No.
Oh, yes.
Did anybody else?
No, you know what? It was one of those movies where it is, I don't even know how to describe it, but there's a notorious criminal. That's him. He's got to break into like this Thai area but it's like part kung fu, part modern age. There's also a Western. It's like he takes on the sharks and the jets and the samurais to save this girl. And there's also like a curse.
Awesome.
Yeah, it gets no. Nick's awesome. The beauty of, and did I mention he also had, he has guns in his crotch. It's a Nick Cage movie, guys. A little art, a little fun.
Dude, here's a movie with Nicolas Cage called Kick Ass.
Yeah, I remember Kick Ass. That was a good movie.
Oh, that was actually pretty funny.
2010.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that.
Yeah. But in the whole thing is they make him go in this Ghostland movie. They make him go in there and they attach these. He's got these leathers on, but in his grundle and in his neck, they have these things that'll blow up if he tries to leave.
Wow. That sounds pretty cool.
It's awesome. The samurais. It's crazy. It's crazy. Love it. Love it. Coming up, got some fun stuff, maybe a little economy. And this guy, he's going to do fact or fiction when it comes to things that people believe in politics. It's actually rather interesting. We'll talk about that as well. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Really? I thought I had a read here. Yeah. That's why we love Bell. He's on it. Somebody texted in and said they had a 1974 Pinto wagon. God, that
Were those the ones that blew up?
the Pintos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was the small
was there a
ones.
specific year of that
No,
blew up,
it was-
or just?
I think it was the smaller version, and it was if you hit it on the side where the gas was. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was just the Pinto altogether was a mess. Can you believe that? That thing was a mess. My aunt had a Pinto. It was lime green. That thing was pretty.
It was just amazing, though, how little safety standards they had back then in terms of checking their own product for the possibility of it blowing up.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. We didn't have the safety standards. I mean, think about when they ended up putting seatbelts in. What a big deal that was.
Oh, yeah.
It's huge. I mean, it was crazy. Like Volvo was so big and everybody, that was their whole thing was we're super safe, right? And when I was in Europe, Citroën was this car that was like this French car that was super safe. It surrendered everywhere. But their big thing was it was hard to tip them over and stuff like that.
If you're driving one of those and the cops pulled you over, it automatically turned itself off.
It turned itself off and surrendered. It came out and just laid down. But you're right. I mean, there was no safety in any of those things. No safety. None. Yet we still drove around in them. We rode in the back of trucks on the freeway as kids. Think about that for a second. Which probably wasn't safe. That's all I'm telling you. All right. I came across this guy. He's actually on my feed, and he has some interesting things that he talks about. It's really, he's dispelling some financial myths. And some of them, you know what, he's kind of a bit spot on. Like everything, there's nuance in a lot of these things. There's lots of nuance in stuff. We can't, it's hard to compare yesterday to today when it comes to certain things because the things we do today are going to absolutely change tomorrow. And we can't go back. Not only can we not go back and undo some of those things, but also now what we're doing, it wouldn't work yesterday. And the stuff they did back then wouldn't work today. So, and that's what he wants to point out, that some of the stuff that you hear, they're lies, these financial lies. And there's plenty of them out there. A lot of them has to do with politics.
So we don't outspend any revenues that are increased by tax cuts.
No. I mean, go look. And when you go look at these, while we bring revenue in, at times it's more than the revenue. Like we give a tax cut. What do? We bring in $4 trillion. It's a record. Well, we spend $4.7 trillion.
Yeah.
It's a spending problem. But so much of what's been done, especially since Reagan, and Reagan came in and as bad as Trump says it's the worst. We've never had it. The 20s, bread lines, the 30s, those were good times compared to Biden. No, Reagan came in and it was awful. And by the way, he had to live through that insanity. Go look at what his Fed chair had to do. His if I'm correct, I think his Fed chair at one time raised interest rates one day to like 20%. He was trying to blow it up, stop. And his rates, he wasn't going 1 and 2. He's like, I got to shock the market. I got to shock all of this stuff. But since then, all of these tax cuts benefit the asset class of people who live in the stock market. It's not about growing your wealth or your wages. It's about growing the assets more than anything else. But it doesn't matter. You could have taxes at 100% and take everybody's money, and I can guarantee you the government will figure out how to spend it all plus 10%. Because that's what they do. Not all that's true. I mean, there's some to it, but it's not that the trickle-down thought didn't work. It was like anything. It's the way everything's implemented. The thought of, Reagan, eventually made it so that corporations could do buybacks, and they didn't really take advantage of it the way they have over the last decade and a half, 2 decades. Tax cuts, what do? They go in there, they buy back their stock, they shoot their stock prices up. Everybody gets a fat dividend. They're living life large. Everybody else is, but my 401k is great. Yeah, that's good, but you're not retiring for 23 years. So what are you going to do now? And they're living off of it. And trickle down doesn't work from the government either. So both sides, the trickle-down thing doesn't work the way that they would think it would work because of the insanity of government running everything, and we see how they do that. And the fact that, guess what? When you give it to the corporations and you think they're going to do good, they usually don't. It's not that they do bad, it's they do what's best for them. Let's continue. Over-regulations kills. Overregulation does. You can't have places at the federal level and at state levels where you allow no building for anything. No, we don't want. Michigan's a perfect example, and several other places where the water is destroyed because they didn't regulate, they didn't care why. They had the money to do it, and they just paid it. Regulation is good. We need some regulation. What we don't need is 7 different governmental entities that all do the same thing that you have to go through. That's the problem with healthcare. Your healthcare providers right there, you can't get to them. Why is that? Because you have to go through 75 people who have to touch a piece of paper and put it in the computer. And then they tell you how long you get with your healthcare provider based on the minutes. You got 6 minutes with each patient. Go. So, interesting. Interesting indeed. Some of what he said was true. Some of what he said was absolutely right 40 years ago. Things have changed. All right, we're going to wrap it up straight ahead. Our man Matt is here. I saw him walking around. I did. I saw him. Don't tell me I didn't see him because I saw him.
Came in here and talked to me.
I know. At first, it was, what's his name, RJ or whatever he came? Because I thought that was him kind of.
Yeah, it was RJ.
No, but it was RJ. But now Matt's here. So we got Matt coming in straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. We're going to do some more auditions next week for our Chad Mark holiday play, which will be played on the 23rd of this month. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt.
I'm all out of breath. I was doing manual labor.
Oh, what was it?
I spilled my drink. Very disappointing.
On some electronics?
Luckily it was on the floor.
Yeah.
I guess we could take. That's a way to go, Bell. There's the bright side, is that I did not spill it all over the electronic area in here. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's not the bright side.
No, that would be a horrible
floor
thing.
than equipment.
Yeah.
It might get me in a lot of trouble, but then maybe we get some new stuff. I don't know.
You know what I was thinking? You gotta take the good with the bad.
Or maybe they just try to repair this old stuff, and that's good.
You guys were knocked off the air. Where were you, Bell, when you guys got knocked off the air?
We were in that little production room that's across from WGFX and KDF.
How long were you there?
Studio entrances.
Was it like a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks?
No, it was like 4 months.
When did this happen? What?
It was before you got here. We got struck by lightning, and the lightning hit this end of the building and basically fried everything with WTN, and it cascaded down, and each radio station got hurt less and less and less till you got down to 92Q, and they had like maybe a couple fuses blown.
Huh.
Of course they did.
Huh. Are we sure it was lightning?
Yes, we were.
Buckner was certain.
According to certain conservative podcasters, there were Egyptian planes in the area.
Did you hear
that
about
day.
those too?
I've heard about those Egyptian planes. You got to watch those Egyptian planes.
I didn't know Egypt made so many planes.
I didn't either. But apparently they're everywhere.
Yeah, and they left right after, but before at the same time because there's so many of them.
Right, the Egyptians and the French. And
the cartels,
and of course the Israelis. I mean, obviously,
yeah. Well, the cartels. That's the
cartels,
and our own military. How many people were there?
Good Lord! Everyone in the audience was a part of it.
Everybody, all the people wearing maroon. You know who you are.
Yeah, of course they do.
The underground bee people. You know who you are.
Hey, it's just weird.
It is.
Isn't it weird? Don't you have a weird feeling, Chad?
Yeah. Just feel weird. Today I was telling the Michigan football coach, all of a sudden the conspiracies wanted to get rid of him, but they were worried because he was black, so she was a plant to get him to get fired. She also had an abortion.
Is everything a conspiracy?
Everything is a conspiracy. We're not even real.
This is all a simulation.
Well, that might be true, but still.
I kind of gravitate to simulation theory a little bit. I kind of want that to be true. You know what I mean?
It's like we're the Sims.
Wouldn't it be fun if somebody was watching what we're doing all the time?
What was that movie with Jim Carrey?
Truman Show.
Yeah, we're the Truman Show. But except for...
Oh, no, that goes back to her. She has said his entire life was the Truman Show. Charlie's entire life was the Truman Show. Yeah, that's what she has actually said that.
It just never ends.
I know.
It never ends.
I mean, look, if you're a conspiracy theorist, learn from this. Never back up. Never accept that anything you've ever said is wrong and just keep plowing forward.
Yeah. And no matter how many times you've been proven wrong, you just keep making up.
Keep plowing forward. Just make up the next thing.
Because somebody else is playing 5D chess and you're the only one that's going to catch you. You're playing 4.5D chess right now.
Look, as long as the YouTube checks keep cashing.
That's right. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I know that there's a good chance that the French are coming after her because, the dude and her husband, or him husband, they got the French Foreign Legion after her, but she's going to go to Dollywood. Because that's what you do
Just
when
gonna
you're
hang
worried.
out. Just going to hang out at Dollywood. No security.
What are you talking about today?
We're going to talk a little about serious matters in Colombia with water. We're going to talk with our buddy Jay St. Clair Friday. We're going to have some fun in the 5 o'clock hour. And what in the hell are we doing with Venezuela? What in the hell are we doing with
you
Venezuela?
Didn't hear the latest one?
What?
They have weapons of mass destruction, nukes that Putin has given him, according to Diaz Balart.
I feel like I've seen this movie before.
We have seen this
I feel
as
like
well.
I've seen this movie.
We have. Have a go.